So I'm writing the paper with Professor Gerard Brennan, and the title is Resisting Change in the Audit Profession. It's two case studies from multinational firms. The main idea of the paper is that here in the Car Lab we've been working on papers and projects relating to new tools like process mining, visualization, and all these new exciting tools that can make the audit profession more efficient and effective. But we thought that we wanted to look at it from a different perspective, from a more professional, practical perspective, and kind of shed light on what's happening in the field. So, as an introduction, change is almost met with resistance in all domains, be it in politics or business and organizations. And usually the themes are the same. I mean, the reasons behind resisting change is kind of fear of the unknown. People don't like ambiguity. They want to know why they're doing something, how is it going to affect them, and this might be one reason. Second reason might be they don't apprehend the benefits, so they might think that whatever they're doing and the price they're paying or energy they're putting in is not worth the benefit they're getting out of it. And the third, and I think maybe the most important one in our context, is that sometimes it might threaten current status. So it might change how things are working currently. And the accounting profession is not immune to this. I mean, in the 1980s, management accountants initially resisted change in costing systems proposed by engineers, the activity-based costing systems. But they subsequently succumbed after realizing the negative effect of traditional systems on their employees. Recently, the AICPA stated that auditing approaches and techniques that were once useful are now considered outdated. So whatever we're doing traditionally now is not working very well, apparently. And Alice and Manson also say that auditors are considered persistently lagging behind their clients in adopting technological advances. So both the professional organizations and academics are reaching the same conclusion that things has to change in the audit profession. It's no longer working. So the motivation for this paper is to kind of explore the shortcomings of the audit profession via two practical real-life case studies and briefly present the barriers to change and proposed solutions. So it's a very big scope, so that's why this paper is just kind of presenting and exploring the case studies and maybe briefly talking about the barriers and propose some solutions, but maybe at a later stage, maybe our next paper will be maybe finding a theory to explain why we're doing it, and maybe use surveys, experiments, or interviews to understand how it is in real life. So the two recent case studies are from two large multinational companies that illustrate the lag of the audit profession when it comes to utilizing new technologies. The cases emphasize how external and internal auditors rely on outdated standards and guidance when conducting their audits. Both play a big role in kind of promoting non-statistical periodic sampling techniques, even though population-based and continuous monitoring of controls exist via accredited continuous auditing tools. The first case involves an extensive financial services arm in support of sales and internal financing. They have a continuous monitoring solution that monitors 250 controls related to the operation. And after going over it as the SOX requires and saying it's okay, they go on and ask for samples from the same system they were checking before. The second one The second case revolves around a large multinational IT service provider and their Big Four external audit provider delivering a third-party assurance Type 2 audit. And same here, like they have a state-of-the-art continuous auditing and monitoring tool that monitors more than 7,000 servers in 2 different locations. And the auditor, external auditor, and the internal auditors both accredited the tool, and they say it's working fine and everything. And then when the actual audit comes, they proceed with asking a sample of 30 out of this 7,000. So it's very interesting to kind of understand why this is happening, how can we change it, and make them kind of make use or utilize whatever technology that is already there. So just to wrap it up, I mean, the paper is gonna discuss some briefly barriers to change, the 2 case studies, and proposed solutions. Further research is definitely needed in order to understand why audit firms behave the way they do regarding technology and what has to change in the industry. Thank you.